All right, let's talk about something we all feel: digital chaos. Over the next few minutes, we're going to flip that script. We're going from chaos to a state of pure, productive flow, and I'll show you how to become the architect of your own focus.
So let me ask you something, and be honest. Is your to-do list just winning? Does your day feel like this constant battle against a never-ending flood of tasks, pings, and interruptions? Yeah, if you're nodding right now, trust me, you are definitely not alone.
And you know what? That's the real problem, isn't it? Most of us are just drowning in busy work, not that deep, meaningful work. We're spending all our energy just reacting, just managing our work, instead of actually doing the stuff that moves the needle. But here's the good news. We can totally fix that.
To even begin to fix this, we've got to face a hard truth. We are in a constant, relentless war for our most valuable resource, and that's our attention.
Look, the solution isn't just downloading another shiny new app and hoping it magically solves everything. It's about building a real system. Think of it like a strategy with two key parts. First, a rock-solid defense to protect your focus, and second, a crazy powerful offense to automate your workload.
All right, let's start with that defense. It's time to build what I like to call your focus fortress. We're going to build a system that makes deep, uninterrupted work not just something that might happen, but something that is basically inevitable.
And the foundation of this whole fortress? It's a simple concept called timeboxing. It's exactly what it sounds like. You dedicate a fixed box of time to one and only one planned task. It's a simple little constraint, but it's a game changer. It absolutely kills multitasking and basically forces your brain to pour all its energy into the single job at hand.
So, this whole defensive strategy, we can break it down into 4 main categories, and each one has some really cool tools to help out. You've got timeboxing, which creates those positive constraints we just talked about. Then there's environmental control for creating a calm work zone. You've got your distraction blockers to just silence all that digital noise. And hey, even gamification to make focusing feel like a reward.
So for timeboxing, tools like Llama Life or Be Focused are just fantastic. They help you take that overwhelmingly long to-do list and chop it up into these manageable timed work sessions. A lot of them use the Pomodoro technique, right? Those focus sprints with little breaks in between. It makes a huge difference.
Okay, next up, your environment. This is where it gets cool. You can use something like Portal to just immerse yourself in these incredible, calming nature scenes with spatial audio. Or check out Brain.fm. It uses AI to generate music that is literally scientifically designed to get you into a flow state. You're basically becoming the DJ for your own focus.
And then, of course, there's the big one, actively blocking out distractions. You can take a pretty gentle approach with a tool like HazeOver, which just kind of dims all the other apps in the background so you can focus on one thing. Or you can go full-on nuclear option with an app like Freedom. This thing builds a digital brick wall. It will completely block those distracting websites and apps across every single one of your devices. No escape.
You know what else works? Gamification. It's a surprisingly powerful motivator. Take the app Forest, for example. You plant a little virtual tree when you start a task. If you stay on track, your tree grows. But the moment you get distracted and leave the app, your poor little tree dies. I know, it sounds simple, but trust me, it is ridiculously effective.
Okay, so our focus fortress is built. The defenses are up. Now it's time to go on the offensive. And this is where we unleash our secret weapon, an AI that basically acts as your very own chief of staff. So how does this AI scheduling thing actually work? Well, it's surprisingly simple. You pretty much just dump your tasks and deadlines into it. The AI looks at your calendar, finds all the open spots, and automatically schedules everything for you. But here's the magic trick. A last-minute meeting pops up. Instead of you scrambling, the AI instantly reorganizes your entire day, so everything still fits. No more calendar Tetris.
And this really highlights the huge difference between the old way and the new way. Manual scheduling, it's totally reactive. It's fragile. It's like a Jenga tower, right? One unexpected meeting, and the whole thing comes crashing down. But the new AI way, it's proactive, it's resilient. You literally go from spending hours organizing your week to spending just a few seconds delegating. The big names in this space right now are tools like Motion and Reclaim AI. And their whole goal is to completely replace your old school to-do list. They intelligently schedule every single task you have right onto your calendar, figuring out the best time based on priority and deadlines.
But what if we took it a step further? What if the AI could actually find your tasks for you? Well, that's the next level. We're talking about tools like Alfred.ai and Saner.ai. These things connect to your email, your documents.
They read through everything and proactively pull out tasks that you need to do. It's like having an assistant that triages your entire digital life. And it gets even more seamless. With an assistant like Lindy, you can just talk to it. Send a simple text message in plain English like, "Hey, find a time for a 30-minute call with Sarah next week," or "Summarize all my unread emails for me." And it just does it. It is literally like having a chief of staff right there in your pocket.
Okay, so we've covered the two big pieces of the puzzle. We've built our defensive fortress, and we've launched our AI-powered offense. So how do we put it all together to really, truly become the architect of our own flow?
And here's the most important takeaway. It's not about choosing defense or offense. The real magic happens when you design a system where they work together, in perfect harmony. Your AI does the heavy lifting. It schedules your deep work blocks. And then your focus fortress makes sure that when that time comes, you can actually do the work without getting pulled in a million different directions.
So let's boil this down to 4 architectural principles you can walk away with. 1. Defend your time. Treat it like the most valuable asset you have. 2. Automate the mundane. If it doesn't require your unique skills, delegate it to an AI. 3. Control your environment. Be intentional about your digital and physical space. And 4, and this is a big one, shift your mindset. You're not just the doer of tasks anymore. You are the director of your attention. And that right there, that's the ultimate goal. When you put all this together, you kind of graduate. You stop being a victim of your schedule, just reacting to whatever comes your way. You become the intentional, thoughtful designer of your own productivity and really of your own life.
And that leaves us with one last, really big question to think about. As all this incredible AI starts to automate the how of our work, the scheduling, the organizing, all that busy work, it's going to free up a massive amount of our mental energy. And that lets us focus on the most important question of all. What will you do with your why?